Today I am going to show you how to use useEffect in React. Okay, so this is my VS Code. I just open my folder. Okay, now you see that I go to my project directory, ls, then cd, my app, then inside my app I just npm run deb. Okay, now when I just command click, automatically my development server is started. Okay, my development server is started. You just see that in previous class I discussed all these things, how to use state. Okay, but today I explain about how to use effect. Okay, use effect is a hook. Okay, in React. So here I just create a new file, learn use effect, learn use effect, use effect dot jsx. JSX is extension, JavaScript extension. Okay, so here I create a React function based component. Okay, so RFC automatically it's create a function based component. I just create a empty fragment because siblings are not allowed. So then here I just learn use effect. I just import this component inside my app.jsx. Here I just comment out this thing. Here I just mention learn use effect. Okay, when I just mention learn use effect, automatically it's imported. In your case, if it is not possible, then you can manually import the use effect component. Okay, manually you import this thing. Here you just see that here automatically it's imported when I just add the component inside the app.py, apps.jsx. Okay, so you just see the learn use state is visible. Okay, so now just go to the component learn use effect.jsx. Here I just do one thing. Here I create a counter. Okay, counter app. So I just do one thing. Outside of the return statement and inside of this flower bracket, I create a state. Okay, const. I create a count. Here I just create a count. My default count value is 0. Okay, here I create a use state, and here react.use state I don't want only use state. Okay, state use state. Okay, and you just import the use state also. React I don't want. Okay, now import use state from React. Okay, so I create a state. Okay, this is my state and count, set count. Okay, and now here I just create a counter count equal to counter. Now you see that count equal to count. Okay, and I just create another bottom also. Okay, when I just press this bottom, here I just create an increment count. Okay, So here I don't want the arrow function because I don't want to critical this video. So if you are not coming from JavaScript, you have some problem. So we can write arrow function, but we can create a simple function like a function handle click or a function. This is the increment. I can create here increment. Okay. Increment. I create increment. Okay. And this increment, what it do means is automatically just increase the number. Okay. So set count count plus 1. Okay, automatically it's in increment. When I just press this button, automatically the increment happen. So this increment function is not used. Okay, so now I just use my increment function. Okay, so how to use? Just here you just mention this increment. Okay, and I don't to take any parameters. So params, I don't take any parameters. Now you just see that my increment function is added. Okay, when I just click here, automatically the increment happen. Okay, automatically this function is triggered and increment happen. Okay, so I just do another thing. I just do HR horizontal rule, just add a horizontal rule. Okay, so I create another state. Okay, here I create another state. Okay, const. Now I just create a random number. I generate some random number. Okay, so random set random num num the number or num random number and set random number or num. I can say that num random num. Okay, here I create a random num and set random num. I create another use state. Okay, so now what can I do? Here I just create a random number. Okay, so inside the here I just display the random number and I create a function. Okay, here I generate function. Here generate random number. Okay, here I just create a generate random number. Okay, and I just convert into here math.floor. Okay, I just convert math.floor then I just convert into now you see that as set random. I just set the random number math.floor. Okay, math.floor, and then I just math.random into 100. Okay, so it's means this function is responsible for creating random number. Okay, then I just copy this thing, just copy and use inside my just create a bottom. Okay, bottom generate random number. Okay, so inside I use on click. Inside on click I use this function. Okay, when I just click here, now you see that automatically it's generate random number. Okay, automatically it's generate random number. So what happened? It's automatically generate. Okay, so now I create a huge effect. Okay, here I create a huge effect. So now I use a huge effect. Okay, huge effect. Okay, so now you just see that I don't pass any now I have only the huge effect. just close this tab. So now you see that console.log useEffect. So useEffect, I think I import the useEffect. Okay, now you see that useEffect, I already import the useEffect also. Okay, so I now you just see that if I just increase this screen, now you see that what happened. This useEffect called I can write something here, useEffect called. Okay, so what happened here, you just see that when I just any state change, automatically the useEffect called. Okay, you just inspect this page. Now you just see that go to the console, just refresh this page. Okay, now you just see that if I just increment automatically useEffect called. Okay, if I second time, now you see that automatically call this function, automatically call the useEffect function. Means automatically call means when any state change, okay, any state change, or when component mount, in that time automatically this function is executed. Okay, useEffect is executed. Okay, now you just see that I just refresh the page. Okay, I just refresh the page, but I don't, there no stage, means I don't change any state. Okay, but still it's call one time. Why it's called one time? Because there's some component mount is there. When in the first time when the component is render, means when the component is mount, in that time also the function call one time. Okay, this function is calling one time. Okay, that's why one time is useEffect called. Okay, so then if I just change any component, means if I just change the state, so in that time also it's called. Okay, so to prevent this type of issue, so I can use a dependency array. Okay, if I just pass a empty dependency array, if I just pass a empty dependency array, now you see that I pass a empty dependency array. Okay, so now you just see that if I just refresh one time call, now you just see that the when I just refresh the page, in that time automatically it's the useEffect call one time. Okay, useEffect called one time because the component is mount. Okay, now if I just change this change the state, means I change the state, so I don't have any means it's not calling the, it's not execute the function. Okay, it's not execute the function because I pass a empty dependency array. Okay, here I pass a empty dependency array. So in the dependency array, if I just say that I use count. Okay, if I say that if only when the count state is changed. Okay, when the count state is changed, in that time I want to execute the function. So in that time also when you just change the count state, in that time also this function is executed. Okay, now just see that previously it's not executed when I just click this button. Okay, now you see that when I just click this function, automatically the useEffect called. Okay, now just the useEffect called. When I press this button, it's not working. Okay, when I just press this button, the state is changed, but here useEffect is not called. Okay, so you understand, I think. So there's some another thing is there, means there's some cleanup function is there. Cleanup function is mostly used to when you just connect. Okay, I just explain about the what the meaning of cleanup function, then I can discuss where we can practically use cleanup function. Okay, so there's some function is there. We have a function, there's some we can say that arrow function also. This is a cleanup function. Okay, Okay, this one is a cleanup function, means this one one type of function. Okay, yeah, this one means return. I want to this is a function. uh, this is a function, you just see that, and console.log cleanup function. Okay, so when this function is executed, so when I if I just remove everything, count, when any what I say that, when the component is removed, means when means unmount, when the component is unmount, in that time the cleanup function is called. Okay, and it's also called when you pass the dependency also. It's depend upon the dependency also. If you explicitly mention when this particular state is changed, in that time also this cleanup function called. Okay, I can pass counter and use state also. Sorry, counter and random. Now you see the random also. Okay, now you just see that here cleanup function also called. If I just click here, now you just see that useEffect cleanup. Okay, now you just see that cleanup function is called, then one function called. Okay, useEffect cleanup function is called. Now you just see that when I change this value. Okay, if I just click this one, now you see that useEffect is called, and useEffect cleanup function also called. Okay, so I did not discuss about more about cleanup function, because in future video when I just create a website like a TMDB, or we face some data from TMDB movie website. So in that time we can create a API, we can create a connection. Okay, we can create a API connection. So in that time we explain everything. So I just give a simple thing. So when we use cleanup function, okay, I just do some cleanup function. Okay, now you can understand this one is a cleanup function. So useEffect take data and the cleanup function also, and this data means this data means inside this function. This function is called when it takes normal data and the cleanup function also. Okay, this normal data means this function is executed. This function is what I say that when we establish a connection, when we establish a connection, so in that time cleanup function is responsible for disconnect the connection. Okay, means cleaning the means it's detach the connection. Okay, so in that time we use cleanup function. Okay, so if we establish any connection, so here if we establish any connection, so for disconnecting this connection we use for clean up this connection, or unmount the connection, so we can use cleanup function. Okay, this is my cleanup function, and it also depend upon the dependency array also. Dependency array, if you pass a empty array, so in that time, so cleanup function is only called if the component is unmount. Okay, if you unmount the component, so in that time the cleanup function is called. And this useEffect is called when the component is mount. Okay, it's opposite. When the component is mount, in that time the useEffect is called. Okay, I think you understand. Yeah, that's all about the useEffect. If you like this video, Please subscribe my channel for more content like that.